In the ancient city of Cairo, in the days of the great caliphs, there lived a nobleman who was dying. His physicians had failed. His family wept around his bed. His wives tore their hair and wailed. But the nobleman, though weak, still had one thing to say. "My children," he whispered, "I have 3 apples. They are magical. I was given them long ago. Find them. Let each of my 3 sons have one. They will know then what I could not tell them in life." With those words, he died. The 3 sons, lovers of adventure, each with a different gift, went in search of the apples. They were brothers, bound by blood, and they loved each other dearly. The oldest was a hunter, skilled with bow and arrow. The middle was a merchant, clever with numbers and trade. The youngest was a scholar, wise in the ways of the world. They agreed, each would take a different road, and they would meet again in 1 year. Off they went, the 3 brothers, seeking 3 apples. Youngest brother, the scholar, traveled far. In a distant city, he found an apple, his father's 3rd apple, being sold in a marketplace. "I will buy it," he said. But the seller, an old woman, shook her head. "This apple is not for sale, but I will give it to you, if you answer my riddle." The scholar agreed. The old woman posed her riddle, and the scholar answered correctly. But when he took the apple, he saw something strange. This was no ordinary apple. Inside it, written in tiny letters, was a name, the name of a beautiful girl. His heart skipped a beat. The scholar followed the trail of the name. He found a city, and in that city, a dungeon, and in the dungeon, a girl, the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. She was a princess, wrongfully imprisoned by a jealous uncle who wanted her throne. She had 3 days left before she would be executed. "I will save you," the scholar declared, though he was just one man against a kingdom. But the princess shook her head. "It is not me you must save. My apple is gone. I ate it in despair. But I know who stole my apple. The merchant you must find." The scholar found the merchant, the middle brother. But the merchant had been arrested. The governor's guards had found the apple in his shop, and he was accused of theft. "I am innocent," the merchant cried. "I bought it fair and square from a traveler." The scholar, seeing his brother in chains, knew he had to act. "I will prove your innocence," he said. And so began a tale of riddles and justice, of truth and lies, that would shake the kingdom. The case came before the wisest judge in all the land. The scholar presented his riddle, and the merchant answered it, revealing that the apple had been bought honestly. But the governor, still wanting the princess dead, accused them all of conspiracy. "No," said the scholar calmly, "there is one more riddle, and if I solve it, the truth will be known." He looked at the governor and smiled. "Who stole the princess's apple?" The governor's face went pale. The scholar solved the final riddle, revealing that the governor himself had stolen the apple to frame an innocent man. The governor was arrested, his evil deeds exposed. The princess was freed. The merchant was declared innocent, and the 3 brothers, reunited at last, returned home with the apple, understanding at last what their father had wanted them to find. Not treasure, not magic, but the truth, that honesty and cleverness, working together, can defeat any darkness. The 3 brothers returned to their father's palace. They had found the apples, but more importantly, they had found something greater, their bond as brothers, strengthened by adventure. The youngest had learned wisdom, the middle had learned honesty, and the oldest, who had searched the seas, had learned that home is where family is. They divided the apples, but the magic was not in the fruit. It was in what they had learned. The apples were just apples, but the lessons, those were priceless.